Hello, everybody, and welcome to the self-image upgrade. I am so excited to have you here today. So, in this little mini taster session, this little mini seminar, we're going to be unlocking the power of self-love and self-confidence. This is so important, and I'm going to explain why this is one of my favorite topics and concepts to talk about. So, welcome to your self image activation. We're now going to dive into the agenda on what to expect from this mini seminar. So, first of all, about me, who even am I? You're probably thinking, who is this crazy person? Next of all, we're going to have a look at what is self-love, what is self-image, and what is confidence. So we shall have a look at the definition of each and what they will look like in your own personal life. Why mastering these concepts is so important. And then we're going to have a look at how to elevate your self-image. So I will be sharing some of the tools that I actually use in my day-to-day habits to make sure that I'm maintaining a high self-image, a good self-image, a self-image that is in alignment with my dreams, goals, and desires. Then finally, if you just loved this little taster, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the mindset model method, which goes into these concepts and more, much, much deeper. So, first of all, hello, my loves. So, I am the founder of the Mindset Model Limited. Now, this is a brand that I created for literally, I just wanted to create something that would have a big impact to help people just like you to love themselves again, to elevate and live their best lives. I have been mindset obsessed for over 10 years now. I had a cliche, challenging moment in my life where I nearly died, just nearly died. And that is when I experienced a lot of challenges, a lot of changes, a lot of obstacles that I had to overcome. And the only thing that saved me was me realizing, well, bloody hell, I have to save myself using the power of mindset. So, ever since I learned about this concept and the power of the mind, our thoughts creating our reality, the subconscious mind, and all of that good stuff, I was hooked. I was like, right, let's learn more. So, I have done countless courses. I've read thousands of books, maybe not thousands, but in my head, thousands. And I have literally devoted pretty much every single day to bettering myself and digesting this information so I can share it with others. So I fully embody self-love, self-image, and confidence. Now, obviously, I'm human, so there are days when I think, what even the hell is this? What even am I? What is this life? But generally, when these things come up, I do have the tools and techniques to make sure that I'm keeping an alignment and I'm keeping my frequency high. So, these teachings have completely transformed my life, and I cannot wait to share these with you. Um, I am a model and a presenter, da-da, and I'm also doing acting. Oh, so I just love this. I was born for the stage. I love speaking in front of people. I love creating content. I just bloody love it. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here on this planet to spread the love to everybody. I am a wildlife lover. I am animal obsessed. When I must have been about 4 years old, every single Sunday, I would sit and watch David Attenborough with my family, and I just wanted to be him. And yeah, just anything to do with animals and nature. On the weekends, I am literally out with my binoculars searching for birds, wildlife, unicorns. I'm climbing trees. I'm literally trekking through forests, all sorts of things. I am there. I'm a guinea pig mum, do love a guinea pig, and I love traveling as well. This picture of me like posing by the wall. Oh, this is in Rhodes, just one of my many beautiful holidays that I love to do. I have a very sexy husband as well. He's very fabulous. We have been married for I don't know. Is it 7 years? Is it longer than that? I don't know. We've been together for probably 12 years, but anyway, that's that. And I've got a very sexy house. Um, but I didn't always have these things. And that is why I believe in this work so much, because I stepped into my power and I learned how to use these concepts. That's why I have all of these fabulous things in my life. And I'm dedicated and devoted to helping you to truly love who you are and to step into your best life. So excited for you. So that's a little flavor about me. Now we're moving into the good stuff. Are you paying attention? Get yourself a pen, a piece of paper. You can pause this, whatever. So, what is self image? We're going to be redefining the inner you. So we're going to have a look at some different definitions here because in the mindset world, in the manifestation world, there's all sorts of information, lots of different words, lots of jargon and all sorts of things like that. So I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible. So self-image, this is the mental picture that you hold of yourself, your abilities, your worth, your appearance, and your potential. So, this is how you see yourself in your mind. Now, the reason why this is so important is because if you see yourself a certain way, that then gets projected into your reality, into the world around you. So, I'll give a few examples all the way through this little workshop. But say, for example, if you have a belief inside and you see yourself as somebody that um, isn't very confident or never gets promoted or doesn't look that great or all of these things, these limiting beliefs that will then be projected. You will attract more of that. You'll be giving off more of that. That is self-image, how you see yourself. Now, self-love. This is the relationship that you have with yourself. And this is so bloody important. And a lot of people think that self-love means you're being selfish, you're like being all vain, like looking in the mirror, like, oh, look at me, I'm just so fabulous, like kissing the mirror. You know those cartoons that you see back in the day? Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but you know what I mean, don't you? So, self-love, self-love. If you can literally incorporate self-image and self-love practices into your life, your everything will change. Trust me. So, with self love, this is a form of self respect. This is having the ability and giving yourself the choice to put yourself first. And you know that you've heard those sayings such as fill your cup first before you fill others. When you're on a flight, they say make sure you put your oxygen mask on first before you help others. There is a reason for that because you cannot help anyone if you're dead. Okay? If you're dead, you're not going to be helping anyone else. That's very extreme. But what I'm trying to say is if you cannot love yourself first and give yourself what you need, whether, that is giving yourself time, space, the proper nutrition, whatever you need, if you can't give yourself that first, you will be your energy will just be replenished, and then you can't give the best of yourself to other people. And I know so many people that run around giving, 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 giving on empty. They literally have nothing left in their souls and they're giving out this energy. But the thing is, if you look at it at a different perspective, imagine if you were full of energy, you were full of everything you need to function properly, then you can give other people the best of your energy. It's that is how it works. And if you're really honest with yourself as well, you have been programmed and conditioned to believe that looking after yourself first is selfish. Really have a think about this, what you've been told growing up, what you see in the media, what you hear from your friends and your family, what other people are doing in your life, and really question it as well. Really challenge the beliefs and start thinking, if I actually filled my own cup first, how would that feel? What would my life look like? So that's what this is all about. This is all about having an awareness. And then confidence. Confidence. This is a byproduct of believing in your own value and showing up from that space. Now, confident people. Oh my goodness me. You know when somebody is confident because when they walk up into a room, when you see them on TV or social media, if you're out and about, you know those confident people because they just exude that energy and you're like, oh, it's magnetic. Everyone flocks around these people. And it's because they genuinely love who they are. And this isn't about being cocky or full of it or anything like that. This is just a genuine, I am so happy with what I have and who I am. And it's that contentment. It really is one of the most magnetic frequencies. So confidence is just believing in yourself. It is a byproduct of having a good self-image and having good self-love practices. So there we go. Why is this everything? Why is this important? Why am I even banging on about this now? Well, let me tell you this. Your self-image is your life script. The stories that you are telling yourself about who you believe you are is literally creating your life. And other people will read this from you. You know, when you've met someone which you know lacks confidence or they lack self belief, you can really feel that energy and they're not, the most exciting people to be around. And they don't, you're more drawn towards people who believe in themselves, is what I'm trying to say. But you can really tell that energy. So, you will never outperform the image that you hold of yourself. Now, why this is important, if you have got goals, dreams, and desires to be better off than where you are at the moment, to be your best self. So, maybe, for example, you are an entrepreneur, you're starting a business, or maybe you're looking to be, the director of your company, or whatever it is. If you're an actor and you want to be picked for like the best roles, whatever it is, if you do not have the self image of the person that is the entrepreneur, that has the high performing business, that is picked for the castings and the roles, you won't be able to get there. It's just one of those life things. You will never outperform a bad self image. Okay. So, relationships, career, health, money, these are all filtered through your self perception. So, if you have got areas of your life that you're struggling with, like relationships, you can't attract a partner, the partners that you do attract are absolute assholes, or they're lazy, or they're this, or they're that. That is actually a reflection of your worth. So you deep down believe that you are only worth that type of person. Again, with career, there's a lot of people which are in this endless loop of staying in dead end jobs, 9 to 5, things that don't light them up. Not that there's anything wrong with a 9 to 5, but if you are doing that and it's not lighting you up, it's not your sole purpose, you can feel very restricted, very sort of kept in a box. And that is because you believe that's all you're worth. Again, with health, there's so many people that have got health problems, health conditions. A lot of this does stem from your self image. So you'll be saying to yourself, and this is why it's important to listen to the inner chatter in your mind, you'll be saying to yourself things like, well, I'm quite unhealthy anyway. I always like to eat fast food, or I can't really be bothered to cook. Oh, I'm not the sort of person that goes to the gym, or go, oh no, not really. Oh, salads, or who even eats salad? If you keep telling yourself those things, that is going to be how you see yourself. That is going to be your self image. That is what you're just going to be. You're going to be the person who is feeling unhealthy. If you keep saying to yourself, oh, I get a cold every year. Yeah. Oh, this is the time of year that I get a flu. Oh, better get myself ready. Flu season's coming. Like you are setting this image in your mind of somebody that always gets a cold, that always gets an illness. That's, the list could go on. And then money as well. Like this is huge. So many of us are saying to ourselves, oh, well, I'm the type of person, I can only earn this amount of money in my life. Oh, I'm always broke at the end of the month. That is the self image that you have got. You have got the self image of somebody that is broke at the end of the month. Okay. Can you see what I'm saying here? You have to change the story, but it all comes from your self image. Now, when you upgrade your self image, this is when everything changes. Not just how you see yourself, but how the world responds to you. I cannot even shout this loud enough to you. So I used to have a self image, must have been, I don't know, like 8 years ago. I had an image after I had my car accident that I was somebody who couldn't work anymore. I was very overweight. I couldn't go to the gym. I wasn't able to earn money. I would never have a mortgage. I'd never be able to buy a house. I'd never be able to do things that I loved. I created this self image of somebody that was literally just unworthy and nothing and couldn't achieve anything ever again because I had this life-changing accident. The day that I changed that and I decided to change, every single day I stepped into a higher version of myself. So I started making small steps into who I wanted to be. So that meant I did leave my house more and go for walks. I became more healthy. I became more aware. I started looking around for career opportunities. I started asking myself questions. The world started responding to me once I changed the inner story. So I started to get job offers. I started to earn money. Opportunities started coming to me because I was being the version of me that I needed to be to achieve those things. That is why it really is everything. So, how does a bad self image show up? Now, many of us might be like, Sarah, you are full of absolute crap. I've got a glorious self image and I think I'm fabulous. Well, I'm here to tell you there is some sneaky, sneaky ways that a bad self image hides away. And these are just some of the things. So, constant comparison. Oh, this used to be me all the time. I would literally be scrolling on social media. I'd be on the gram and I'd be like, oh, that person's got such a nice body and look at that. Oh, she's got this and oh, and her house is like, oh, she's got a new car and oh, look at her boyfriend. He's just so handsome and lovely. And I bet he takes the bins out all the time. And I would literally go into this full-on comparison rage. And I'd be like, that person is better than me, and this and that, and the work that they've created is better than mine. And no, it's a no from me. So constant comparison. If you feel yourself doing that, it's okay. Just be aware of it to start off with. But that is actually a sign of a lower self image because you would not be comparing yourself to others if you believed you were good enough and what you had was good enough for you. Okay. Have a think about that. Over apologizing or people pleasing. Oh, yes. If you are literally saying sorry for even existing, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, sorry, sorry. That means that you have a low self image. If you are people pleasing, if you are going out of your way to make sure that everyone else is happy apart from yourself, that is a sign of a low self image. Self sabotage when good things happen. Or have you ever had a time where something good has happened, an opportunity's popped up, somebody's given you something, maybe somebody has given you praise, or you've, got a new job, whatever it is, you get it and you're like, oh my God, and you do something to yourself or to this thing so it goes and it's gone because you don't feel like you are worthy enough of having it. That is another sign of a low self-image. Avoiding visibility. So if you are hiding away, you don't want to be seen, you're not applying yourself, you're not speaking up, you're just kind of in the background again, that is a sign of a low self-image because you don't feel you being seen is good enough. You feel like you're not worthy enough to be seen. You are the person that needs to step back and everyone else is more important than you. And playing small, even when you're capable of more. Again, how many people do you see around and you think, wow, that person is actually amazing. They're so skilled and talented, but they don't really do anything about it, or they dim their light and they're like, oh no, so and so does it better, or yeah, this old thing. Everyone really does seem to keep themselves quite small. And again, that is another form of having a low self image because we are all capable of so much more. We just don't believe it. So, these are the tools that I use to actually elevate my self image. These are tried and tested by me, and these are your power activation tools. Now, some of these may resonate with you, some of them may not. This is literally just a tiny little handful. There's so many other things that you can be doing, but just because this is a taster session, this is what we've got in here. So, mirror work. So, again, this can be quite cheesy, shall we say, but you can make it uncheesy if you want to. So when you are looking in the mirror, what are you actually saying to yourself? What is your inner dialogue? Are you looking at yourself and you're like, ooh, I look good today? Or are you looking at yourself being like, oh, my pores are really open today. Oh God, I've got another wrinkle. Or I wish I should get my lips done, or my hair is, or how many of us do this? You need to stop doing that. You need to look at yourself and tell yourself what you love about you, even if it's just one thing. Talk to yourself with intention and power. You are your own cheerleader. If you can do this every time you look in the mirror, and you don't have to literally talk to yourself if you don't want to, it's very helpful. But if you're a bit embarrassed or you've got family members around that are like looking at you like, what the hell is she doing now? Do it in your mind. Look at yourself and say, I am amazing. I am so confident. I look so good today. The next thing you can do is evidence journaling. This is so powerful. So, this is all about recording those micro moments, that evidence, which shows that you are worthy of all of your wins. You are worthy of your dream life. This is proof, this is evidence. So say, for example, if you do want to be more confident, you want to have, I don't know, a promotion, or you want to start your business, or whatever it is, you need to write down evidence of how you've done this before. And that could literally be, a person in the street has given you a compliment and said, you look absolutely amazing in that dress today. It could be a message or an email or a text or anything from somebody who has said, oh my gosh, that was brilliant. I loved the way that you did that presentation. I love the way that you turned up today. Also, times when you have stepped up to the mark, when you have got the job, when you have achieved an award, when you have, I don't know, even if you're a mother, a stay-at-home mother, you made a human out of your body. That is mega. That is mega, you know. That is evidence and proof that you are a strong, powerful human. So, um, identity anchoring. Oh, now this is where I like to call it identity in motion. So this is about taking action steps to become the identity that you want to be. So how are you dressing? So, and again, this doesn't need to be like all day, every day. You might want to have, and this is one of the things that we do in the mindset model method, is we actually have a 24-hour challenge when you dress, speak, and act like the next level self. And it is so fun. So put on, a pair of earrings that make you feel good, or a necklace or some jewelry or a new lipstick, or maybe just wash your hair, washing your hair, maybe, I mean, I love to pamper myself on an evening. So we're going full out. We're getting the exfoliator out. We're getting the face mask. We're getting because I am somebody that looks after myself. How do you speak? How do you act? Like, what are the decisions that you're making? This is your identity anchoring. And then finally, asking yourself questions. So, power questions. What would the version of me with the ultimate confidence do today? Or what would the version of me with, I don't know, the ultimate, fill in the blank there, what you really want from your life? What would they do today? How would they feel? So, would you like to go deeper? Did this resonate with you? Are you thinking about your self image? Are you thinking about self love and how you've actually been treating yourself? Are you starting to see that you have got so much more potential? You get to live your best life. This workshop is just a taster, it's just the beginning. Now, the Mindset Model Method is a 7-day transformational course designed to shift your self image from the inside out. This is all of the material that I've learned over the last 10 years, and I've just put it into a foundation program. So it is 7 days, but it's over 7 days, but you can make it fit into your schedule. So if you are a busy person, that is absolutely fine. You can access this anywhere in the world at any time. All of the modules are under 25 minutes long. So they really are bite-sized, but they're very powerful, they're very potent, and they're designed for you to watch them again and again and again. So that messaging really does sink into your subconscious mind. So in this program, I dive deeper into identity work, emotional blocks. So, what is actually holding us back? Why are we doing the things that we're doing that we don't really want to be doing? We look at subconscious beliefs and we build magnetic confidence from within. So, as I said, it's got daily modules. There is guided tools. So I have got question prompts at the end of every module, and real-time integration as well. And this is more of like a modern day program. So it fits in with modern day life, modern day concerns, challenges, and problems. And this, my loves, is available now. So you can access this through the website, the Mindset Model. It is powered by Kajabi as well. But if you've got any questions at all, please reach out to me. So thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this. Again, if anything resonated with you today, if you got excited about something, please screenshot this and tag me in on social media. On Instagram, I'm the Mindset Model with the little dashy thing. Obviously, the website as well. There's a lot of information on the website. I'm on TikTok, LinkedIn, and I do also have a very powerful podcast which is available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. So there we have it, everyone. Thanks again so much for being here. And yeah, I will see you again.